Welcome to Under the Covers.
Where all of our cards are on the table, whether we meant to play them or not.
I'm Bill.
And I'm James.
We're the founders of Iowa Cover Crop, and we disagree about nearly everything.
These are the same conversations we've been having for years.
It starts with farming and usually ends up somewhere else.
No script, no sales pitch, no guarantees we're right.
To keep this from turning into a 3-hour debate, we play a game of cribbage while we talk.
When the game's over, the episode is over.
Somebody's probably wrong.
Someone's definitely losing. This is Under the Covers.
Thanks. Does this screw it up when we do this?
It does, but that's fine. No worries.
Well, we don't understand the clapper.
Yeah, we said earlier that Toll has the clap. He's the clap expert.
Listen, it takes skill.
Some sort of magic. We don't get it. We don't know what it does, but it's super important.
All right, we are live studio. What is the number?
112.
112.
112 from the shadow of the bell tower. 3. Ooh! Whoa. Okay, no. War. Yes. Ready?
Okay.
From the top.
From the top.
1, 2, 3. Yes!
No.
8 wins.
I'm still low.
Yeah, but in war, 8 wins. It's higher.
The rules change when you... Well, it's the first time I've ever done it, so you can make up the rules. That's fun. That's a good way to play that.
Yeah.
We made up a new rule.
We didn't even give in context why we were going to war. No one saw.
Yeah, we
our
both
cards.
cut threes.
Yeah, we both cut threes. So
we'll get a war.
That was good. That was a good one.
That's what this episode's about.
War.
Wouldn't that be great if that's what this episode was about? Tell me about your thoughts about Iran, James.
By the time this episode airs, it'll probably already be done. Or not.
Let's hope. What's this episode about? We are going to talk about warm season grazing, summer annuals. What else?
That's it.
Oh.
Just summer annuals. Well, we can talk about warm season natives.
Sure.
So,
Which might be a thing.
So for March Madness, I picked cowpeas as my... And you picked oats on the first round, and I lost by 1 vote.
Oh.
You didn't even know. And then you picked oats and then mung beans.
Mung beans, yeah.
I don't know what my other pick was.
Mung beans didn't fare well.
Well, cowpeas almost won. You know, the girls always seem to win that thing. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about like figuring out how to get a bunch of Russian bots to like my thing. And like not like winning by a little, like
Just
take
like
the most
8,000,
obscure one
yeah.
possible and then just demolish them.
Oh, man.
Now that I told you my idea.
That would be worth it for all the money and glory involved in the cover crop madness.
Yeah. A lot of glory. Lots of glory.
Yeah, you know what I think it is actually is I see Megan gets on there and she like talks up
Promotes her
seeds
pick.
And we probably don't do that as much. We should probably do that.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
5 on the top. Let's go.
I don't
All
hate
right, so
that.
we're going to talk about warm seasons. We started with our favorite 2 warm seasons. Mung beans is Bill's.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah, I am a sucker for them, yeah.
And mine is cowpeas.
What do you like about cowpeas?
I think they grow really fast. They have great growth. They have all kinds of biomass. They can grow in the summer when it's really hot.
Sure.
They're great for grazing. They're an annual that dies. It gets frosted. So...
Yeah. Nitrogen.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Nitrogen.
I forgot about the
Cows
number
like 'em.
1. And like they'll fix like 100,
Yeah.
150 pounds of nitrogen if you let them
Sure.
go.
That's
So-
pretty cool. That's a good plant.
29.
29, 31.
You can't be kidding me. So why do you like mung beans?
Similar. I mean, they kind of act similar. I've been trying to figure out how to replace cowpeas in our blends with mung beans because there's so many more seeds per pound. So
Yeah.
I feel like per pound, you get a lot more bang for your buck. The rumor
Do you think
is,
the cattle like them mung beans as much as cowpeas?
I don't know. The rumor I've heard is that in a mix, they won't compete as well as a cowpea will with the other stuff. Can't confirm. This is just what I've heard. I should probably do some independent research on this.
I recently just read an article about a guy raising giant pumpkins in annual. So like,
we want to raise pumpkins in our blends so bad.
if someone wants to give us 50 pounds of pumpkin seed, because we can't, we've asked about it, but we can't seem to find just like 50 pounds. It's either like 2,000 or nothing. Yeah. And then we don't want to buy the little packets. We want to be enough to like make it worth it.
Yeah. I just think it'd be a hoot to go out and see little softball sized pumpkins out in your 160 where your cows were grazing and eating them. That'd be awesome.
And then you could also start like a pump, like a pick your own, like leave. It doesn't matter.
Like fight the bull for them.
$5 a pumpkin or just $5. Just give me $5 and you can pick as many pumpkins. Go for it.
Yeah. Until your arms are tired. Yeah. We'll run deals out of the business. Speaking of which, this episode brought to you by Deals Orchard. Have you ever been to Deals?
I have not, but I've heard they're just a new sponsor to the podcast.
They've chosen to sponsor the podcast. Big deal.
And they're giving us all the cider we can drink during the podcast.
That's what I heard.
So cheers to them.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris Deal of Deals Orchard. Big shout out. He's been a big fan of ours for a long time. So.
Yep.
None of that's true, by the way.
Yeah, we said we need to get a sponsor of the podcast, and we're like, well, who should we get to sponsor it? And we're like, oh, maybe Deals. Then they can give us some cider. And we're like, let's just tell everyone they're sponsoring it. Then we're just going to see if we get a sponsorship.
If you say it with enough conviction, it's got to be true.
You know, if on the next podcast there's Deal Orchard cans here.
That's how you'll know.
That's how you know we won.
I'll have my people get a hold of his people.
All right, so this episode, warm seasons. So we need to start with a little context. Bill, what does your herd consist of? Like, give me the 40,000 feet overlook.
Okay.
And your system, I'll say.
Oh.
Herd and system.
I don't know if I have systems. So we have about 70 cows between Dad and I here. We calve them out. We usually feed them out and usually buy a few more feeders to go with them. This year we sold our calves in January, February. I can't remember.
Is it the first time Al's ever done that?
First time in the history of Al Frederick Farm. Yeah. So it just, boy, the price is so hot. It just didn't really make a lot of sense for us to keep them. And it freed up some space. It freed up a lot for us, which has been really nice for calving. Now I've got a little extra room there where my calves aren't so cramped and getting muddy and disgusting. And so if I can convince my father, I'm hoping we do it again next year because, man, it works out great for our calving system. So yeah, we run about 70 cows, pasture them, as much as we can. We live by a creek, so we've got a lot of creek? The Greenbrier.
It is Greenbrier.
Yep. Okay. And so we have a lot of like odd shaped fields, and then a lot of pasture that kind of follows the creek. And then, yeah, we graze cover crops, we graze stalks all in the off season. With the raising small grains go. Wow. We do a lot of like grazing mixes behind our small grains. Run a 3 for 30. 10 Jack Queen.
Don't you guys do it in order?
No, as long as they're like all without being broken up.
I think we need to fact check that in the next episode.
Okay.
Because I think I've probably like at least we'll have to like audit the last.
Yeah, we'll go back and
because I'm pretty sure I would have beat you on the last time. I didn't lose by that many, and
that's true. Shoot. So yeah, we do a lot of grazing annual mixes after the small grains. And we'll do that all through the winter. So that's kind of, I think that's pretty much our operation.
Cool. Okay. So my turn. So our primary is we have feed yard. We have row crops. I recently went organic. We graze steers, not cows. Just bought some cows. We'll talk about that later. So I am using warm seasons to graze steers after small grains on my organic setting. They aren't organic steers or anything. So that's kind of like the context. We graze corn stalks. We don't graze warm seasons for those steers. So I only.
You don't ever graze behind like your oats or anything?
Well, I do, but not like I graze the corn stalks. I guess I'm thinking about two different systems. I graze big steers on corn stalks and little steers on after oats.
Okay.
So yeah, we've grazed that.
Sure.
So that's how we've used warm seasons traditionally in the past for silage feeds, sorghum sudan, millets. We've had that, kind of off and on since I remember, just as a forage feed. We're in an area that gets really wet, like we're in the prairie pothole area, and our little area of Greene County is the last to be settled in the county, which means it was obviously the best land. So it's some of the wettest areas in the county. So, traditionally we had to replant a lot of corn. So we haven't really done it in a while in the past, but we would chop a lot of sorghum sudan in the ponds, essentially.
Okay.
Yep. So that's our operation, and that is how we are fitting it into our herd. But there's more and more talk about warm seasons and annual pastures and annual grazing. So tell me, Bill, the timing of how you have used warm season pastures, maybe both native. Are you grazing native warm seasons?
No, my cousin has a little bit in the drought years where they release CRP or something. Mm-hmm. It's of interest to me.
Do you think it's because we just overgraze everything that we can't get warm seasons coming?
I haven't in the past at least had a lot of access to native grazing.
Or do you think we're too far east?
I think we're too far east.
Is that just our excuse?
It's either pasture or it's row crop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get a big change happening here. I am as excited about the cattle business as anything, because I think the Midwest. Yeah, I gave my points.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about what to do. I know.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, I didn't see the 9 coming.
Yeah. Anyway, I am as excited now about grazing and the Midwest, because I think Iowa might be the cheapest place to run a cow in the whole United States.
Shh. Don't tell people that.
It isn't going to change anything, because I think there's such massive disparities between.
The stocking rate is great for what the price of land is.
Yes. And I think there's huge disparities. You hear about all
you
hear all the big sales, $15,000 land, but what you don't hear about is all the $7,000 land and $8,000 land that isn't as good as the $15,000 land, but is still pretty darn good.
Sure.
Our garbage is better than most people's really good land.
Sure.
And so with that, how can we be using these poor lands to extract more money? And these warm season blends,
10.
Oh,
yeah.
It just looks more because it's as you go around the curve.
Yeah.
But yeah, these warm season blends are, and other technology like collars are going to be able to we're at to graze more,
sure.
Right? And so as we talk about the herd getting larger, because it probably will get larger, everyone talks about the drought in the West and how that's affected the herd. And I think traditionally it has affected the herd. But what I don't think people are realizing is I think the herd regrowth is going to happen in eastern South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Eastern Corn Belt, because I'm hearing like cows in Kentucky are unreal expensive. And you're going to get retention
Sure.
from the east, from places where it rains instead
Right.
of places that it doesn't rain.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, with the fires this spring in the West and the South, like it's a tough place to have cows right now.
And so here's what I think, and this might be getting off topic of warm seasons, but when NAST looks at photos and sees all the grass get torn up, it's really easy for them to find a 3,000 acre chunk of grass in central South Dakota. It's like easy to see on the map, right? Well, 3,000 acres of grass is gone. It's tore up for row crops. What's harder to see on the grass is, like your sister is seeded down 25 acres. Sure. And we have customers that are seeding down 10, 15, 20. Well, 25 acres in central Iowa will sustain 15 to 20 cows.
Right.
And so that's where I think the herd rebuilding, which means all these products, these warm season products, are going to be used more and more.
Do you remember we just met with a guy that we buy a lot of seed from in Canada, and he grew up on a cattle farm in kind of poorer soil in Canada. He had 500 cows on like, what was it? 33 square miles or something like that?
Sections.
30. Yeah. Like,
I can't do that math.
It's like unbelievable.
That's
how different it
why
is.
John Dutton at Yellowstone has a helicopter. He had it on season 1.
Oh,
but I don't know. The helicopter all of a sudden disappeared.
I never saw Yellowstone.
You never saw Yellowstone?
I love Kevin Costner, but I don't love buying another subscription.
Oh, okay. Did you write count?
I did.
Oh, so you're waiting on me.
Look how far ahead I am.
That's why you're like, gosh, James, you're an idiot. Please quit talking.
This isn't about talking. This is about cribbage.
Plain cribbage. You're going to have to lead the conversation while I count 20 in this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. Like, much fewer acres to accomplish a similar goal, but higher priced land. It'd be interesting to see how it does pencil out, but it seems like it's not that much more expensive to run cows in Iowa than Western Nebraska.
No. And then you take where I think in our area where a warm season mix does the most good is what we're using it as, is behind small grains. Because unlike other places, it happens to rain here in July once in a while. Last July, it rained like 25 inches. I don't know how much actually rained in last July, but it was something like crazy like that.
Every other day.
Yeah. Just a nice rain every day. So a warm season mix that Bill put together probably 5 years ago now.
Yeah, probably.
Is Cowcatcher. So Bill, tell us what's in Cowcatcher. Of course, we change it every year.
Yeah, it changes a little bit. The fundamentals are kind of the same anyways, but we've got grasses, we've got brassicas, we've got legumes. Try to hit a few different families to really maximize what it's doing. So I think right now it's a couple different millets, oats, turnips, cowpeas, crimson clover, buckwheat.
Millets, oats.
Yeah, that might be it. There's 7 of them. So, you've got some pollinators in there, which is really cool. Like you get some bugs going. You get, we're trying to attack it from all fronts, and you've got a bunch of different root growths, and the cows love it. My cows just got off of it. I pulled them off right before they started calving there in middle of March, and man, they were bummed to see it go and get into a dry lot. They were not happy about it, but they were eating turnips and going crazy.
And we use millets instead of sorghum sudan because we kind of need this Cowcatcher to be a little bit evergreen. And so we put the millets in there so then if it frosts on us, We don't have a prussic acid problem.
Yeah.
Because millets don't have prussic acid. However, I didn't know this. Last year you told me turnips do.
Well, too much. Yeah, if too much of the diet is a brassica, you can have prussic acid poisoning, which will kill cows. So you got to be a little careful.
And at like $5 a piece.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But like some of your warm season grasses for people that
Really?
don't know. Yeah, why not?
So what's that?
Oh, that's 6. Yeah,
All right.
dang it. For people that don't know, it basically releases like cyanide after, like a sorghum Sudan will release prussic acid, which it acts like a cyanide, is my understanding. I'm not a scientist.
Have you ever seen a cow die of prussic acid?
I have.
Really?
Yep.
Yours personally?
I accidentally killed one. I had in my lot at my house, I just went in and drilled a bunch of turnips and radishes one year, and that's all that was in it.
In the dry lot?
Yeah. And I killed one. I felt terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
You never told me that story.
I don't like to talk about it.
Remember your wedding gift to me?
Yeah. It's a good thing I didn't kill you.
Exactly. It was just one very large turnip.
It was the biggest turnip in Greene County.
Are we going to have a turnip contest this year again?
Yeah, we need to do that again this year. Where are we?
We're at 30. So
30
it's
go. Yeah.
good. So another change at Iowa cover crop this year, and I don't know if you know this, but I kind of made the executive decision to not have conventional sorghum Sudan grass. We're only going to have BMR sorghum Sudan grass, mostly because I don't want to have 2 SKUs, and no one really wants sorghum. Like the price spread between them is so narrow that's like.
Tell me the difference. Tell the people the difference.
Oh, the difference. Okay. Brown midrib is a more digestible stalk and leaves. And so it's more digestible. Like it's a big number more digestible. Yeah. Like
higher
50,
leaf to stem ratio.
Yes. And it's just like the stalk's more digestible too. And so if you're going to use it for grazing or silage or really anything other than cover or like a food plot, you're going to want to put brown midrib in. And so we upsell brown rib. And when I say upsell, it's like $1 a pound instead of 80 cents or 90 cents a pound. So it's really not really that much of an upsell. But
a much better product.
It's a much better product. So we're going to keep conventional around because it's just kind of a pain in the butt. And the only people that buy it are like food plot people. Mm-hmm. And food plot people have pretty big budgets, so they can just buy BMR. Yeah. Well, and maybe the deer it's got to be more digestible for deer.
Sure.
Is deer ruminant?
Oh.
You don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't
know.
Is it like a horse where it's like a hind gut?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is it like a rabbit that eats its own poop?
We really need to get a fact checker on this podcast. All right, so wait, hold on.
We just learned. Breaking news.
This just in. Deer are ruminants, so don't let that keep you up tonight. Did you count?
Yeah.
So yeah, Cowcatcher has been probably our biggest. We also call it Deer Slayer for the deer people, right?
I think it's called Deer Catcher.
Is it? Oh, yes. I always call it Deer Slayer.
That's probably a better name, actually. And so we're planting most of this after small grains, but someone can put it in probably when's the soonest you think you could put these warm season annuals in?
Mid-May, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you could maybe get away with it earlier, but
probably depends on the year.
Your like millets and stuff like that are not going to like it. Like your turnips, they're not going to care. They'll do whatever. But your buckwheat, the first sniff of frost, it's going to be dead. And millet doesn't really care for it. And
yeah, millet's very drought tolerant also. It's also a tiny seed, and it's super inexpensive too. Yeah. But millets, 2025 was the year of the millet. Do you know that? Somebody decides what plant.
No.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, what is 2026? What do you think 2026 is going to be the year of?
Mung beans.
I think it's going to be
year of the mung bean.
So Bill is going to plant, we're going to do mung beans and pumpkins. Should we have we should do pumpkin spice cowcatcher.
Oh, that would be nice. So that was my
Like a limited edition.
that was my big marketing gimmick a long time ago. Was I was grazing cows on kale, like a forage kale.
Why don't we have kale in our...
It's expensive.
Oh,
It's pretty good, but it's expensive. But I thought I could sell that to like hipsters in Des Moines.
Did you?
And no, I don't know any.
Hipsters for the most.
Know some.
Yeah, don't give me. I don't know any. Bill, at your bachelor party, there was more mead than there was beer. I'm pretty sure you know hipsters. The problem is hipsters don't have the most disposable income in the world
Yeah.
to buy kale-fed beef. They love the idea of kale-fed beef.
I thought I could charge double for kale-fed beef in the right place. Oh.
I get all these runs, and I don't know what to do with them because I can't split them all up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're a terrible dealer is what I would say. This is horrible. Have you grazed natives? We were talking about that a little bit ago.
When I first turned grass to, so my pasture that I'm running a lot of steers and cows on right now is was originally CRP, and I purchased it. It was CRP, so it was all natives, and it didn't have a very good payment. It was probably and it was like only 1 year in or something. They only paid like $100 or something like that. Anyway, so I drilled in cool seasons, and
28.
go. So I drilled in cool seasons, and as those cool seasons have taken off, the warm seasons have kind of died out. I do have some warm seasons. I couldn't tell you which ones they are because I never like let it get tall enough to.
You got to run a 3 there.
Did I really?
6, 7, 5.
I never let it like get tall enough for me to identify the species.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't it doesn't actually like go to like seed.
Do they? So your calves, they don't shy away from the natives or anything?
No, because like all of like, the best grass in the world, they say is in the Flint Hills or like hard grass in the West. Like those are all native warm seasons, buffalo grasses. I don't know a lot about like the warm seasons, but they're like where they run a lot of steers is mostly places that have warm seasons.
Yep.
So I see that pasture does do really good in the summer because there's more like drought tolerant, right?
Sure.
And have you seen like NRCS when they show like the roots differences?
Oh yeah.
Between like the warm seasons and the cool seasons?
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah, so there's some talk about like opening up CRP to cattle.
I think there still is.
And now like mid-management practices, you can graze your CRP. So like, especially with these collars for cattle, I think there's probably gonna be more of it going on.
I'm getting good runs here. I'm starting to catch up. I just don't start very well, and then I end better. Kind of like Iowa State basketball.
Are you still sour about that? 3 months later?
Still sour. You never will not be. Like the George Niang foot or, ankle, the Joshua Jefferson ankle sprain. Like, these aren't, Larry Eustace drunk getting kicked out of the Elite Eight game. These are things you just don't really forget about. Like, you never get unsour.
I don't know. We every time I plant CRP and I have a little, like I'm sucking the drill out with the shop vac.
Yeah.
I go and broadcast that in our pasture.
Do you ever see it?
No.
I think it's because everyone in Iowa overgrazes too much.
Probably right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder how well they compete. I mean,
they don't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's why we never see them. I'm blaming
this
you.
Is getting okay. So score update. I need 10. You need 16. Doable.
If I had the crib, this thing would be over. All right. So what mistakes? Well, you already talked about your big mistake, how you killed a cow one time.
Yeah.
Which really wasn't on a warm season, but I guess kind of was. Turn up, like you learned your prussic acid lesson though.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I always shy away. Like when I turn out on cow catcher, I usually like ease them into it. You're good.
Yeah.
If I can. Otherwise, I always give them like free choice hay, something like that, just to. All right, I'm not scared.
You got it? You gonna win here?
I don't have to tell you.
Okay.
You count first.
You start small.
3, huh?
So you start them on free choice hay, so then you can like get them kind of filled up, right?
Yeah, so at least they have the option of coming back to it. Yeah, 30.
I can't swear on the podcast. Or maybe I can.
It's your podcast.
Yeah. So what?
12.
All right. So also we have cow catcher, but we can
Ridiculous.
we can make anything you want. Like
And we do.
we make all kinds of weird stuff all the time. Anything you can dream up, we can probably make.
Yeah, one of the guys that I buy bulls from, he kind of came up with his own mix, which is sorghum sedan, cowpeas, and turnips, and they love it. And we should probably name it after him. Oh, just close though. 2, 4, and 4 spades is 8.
Oh, you won by 1?
Yes. So, yeah, we will do anything. If you've got some harebrained ideas, reach out because we love them.
So if someone had 20 to 40 acres that they wanted to put a warm season on, how would they start? What's the easiest way to do it?
Seems like the people that are interested in doing it, what I see, because like planting in late May, early June is kind of a strange time to plant if you're not planting after a small grain, right?
Yep.
So it seems
But the small grains aren't there yet, like to harvest for grain yet.
Sure.
So you could cut them for hay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. We get a lot of people that are like chopping rye for silage, and they want something to go in after that, which would be like that late May time frame. So it works in really well with that kind of system. And then you come right back in with this summer annual, and it can start growing. And then if you're planting in early June, you can be grazing it by, I don't know, early September, something like that, which is right when the pastures are getting
Oh, earlier than that.
Real
Early
crummy.
June? You can be in there by like
I suppose.
middle of July.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah.
It probably depends on
Yeah.
how many animals you have and how dense you're going to stock it, because you got to let it grow.
Right.
Which is probably like the biggest downfall to warm season annuals is like you can't just throw them out there the minute you plant it. You got to let
Sure.
it grow and come up. But it's a great alternative for cool season pastures, which is mostly what we have, and just a way to extend your grazing season.
Yeah. I love it because it's always coming into its like peak right when the pastures are getting rank.
Yep.
So they're starting to stretch over the fence and starting to dig into the ditches as far as they can. And then you turn them out into that and they're happy again. So
Yep. Well,
that's probably it.
yeah. If you can reach out on all the socials about what your favorite warm season annual is for grazing, because there's a lot of them. It's a big list. And
And tell us your biggest Iowa State basketball sob story.
yeah, I guess so.
I'm not a basketball fan, so it doesn't bother me at all.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and listening.
See ya. Follow us between episodes on Facebook and Instagram at Iowa Cover Crop. Or send us an email and tell us what you really think at info@iacovercrop.com.